Here with Darryl Peterson, edge rusher for the Wisconsin Badgers. So, Darryl, I want to talk about the game plan versus Rutgers. Yesterday, I asked Luke Fickle about how you guys were able to contain Kalman on guys so well, and very first thing he says was it starts with the edges. So can you talk a little bit about the game plan for last week and a little bit about how you guys were able to stop them?
Well, we knew what they wanted to do. They wanted to punch us in the mouth, run the ball 40, 50 times. If we allowed that, they would have done that. So we knew if we stopped, we got to make them do what they don't want to do. Make them play left-handed, is what Coach Russell said all week. Make them do what they don't want to do. We knew they wanted to run a lot of inside zone, run a little bit of stretch, just attack the edges, basically. Attack the edges in the C-gap. So we took it upon ourselves this week, especially in our room, just closing out that C-gap. If we run 6 techs or if they ran that stretch, being able to set edges and do what we could to just contain them, because he's a great player and it takes oftentimes 3, 4, 5 guys to get him down. So we knew we had to ride to the ball and just play good football. I feel like we did that.
Just out of curiosity, how similar was the game plan to last year? Because you guys also did a pretty good job of winning last year.
It definitely ran some different stuff last year, but there were definitely some similarities as far as like what they were going to do, as far as just the run schemes, everything like that, inside zone. I feel like we saw a little bit more inside zone last year, but I think they attacked the edges more than the C-gap, so to say. This year than last year, but I feel like it was kind of similar because they kind of the same team, same stuff or whatever. But it was definitely some differences as far as just how aggressive we were. I feel like we were a lot more aggressive as far as what we were doing on the edges, especially this past week.
So you guys went from coming off of 2 pretty rough losses, like Alabama, USC. Now you guys are coming off of 2, maybe your 2 best wins, of the past couple of years.
Yeah.
How different is the temperature in the locker room? Is there like a different air of confidence or anything?
I think we want more. We know we got a big, Coach Fickel's been saying, a big mountain ahead of us, and we're ready to climb it. And I feel like these past 2 games is what we needed to kind of just get confident, be confident, and kind of just continue to just believe in what we're doing. That's the biggest thing. Believing in coming in here, like Coach says, on Sundays, and we kind of really don't want to, and just putting our best foot forward, knowing that it's going to pay off the next week and things like that. So I feel like it's just definitely a big confidence boost for us, and we're running with it right now.
Mm-hmm. Now, again on Northwestern, you guys were saying that like last week, you're trying to make Rutgers play left-handed, take away like what they their strongest part. What is Northwestern's biggest strength of their offense?
A lot of different formations. They do a lot of. They got smart guys, so to say. Northwestern, so they're gonna give us a lot of formations. They're gonna try to run the ball if they can. Kind of the same, not same as last week. They different schemes, of course, but we got to stop the run and make them have to throw the ball. And we got to get after the quarterback. Quarterback's a really good player, likes to run around, and kind of how Hudson Carr had us a couple weeks ago, running around, extending plays. So we got to get them down, and we got to be great on 3rd down.
I never thought about Northwestern players being smarter, but
they're not smarter than us, but they think they are.
Now, you referenced playing a mobile quarterback. A lot of journalists ask what's different about this, what's different about that. But is there anything different about how you guys defend a mobile quarterback compared to a non-mobile quarterback?
There's not different. You just have to be more disciplined. I feel like, and you can't come in. For me, being on the edge, you can't come inside so fast because he might run around or take that edge away or things like that. So, excuse me. But I feel like rush lanes is the most important thing. Just being disciplined with our rush lanes and knowing that we can't take as many risks, knowing that he can. If you give him a little bit of space, he's gonna take advantage and run. And he's pretty fast too, so we try to be disciplined and get to our rush lanes and just contain him.
Now, both Fickle and I'll talk to Sebastian Cheeks just now. You guys are saying that it wasn't just about stopping the run and stopping the edges. It was about the C gap specifically.
Yeah.
Is there anything specific about Northwestern that you guys are all right, we have to do this. We have to contain this. What's number 1 on the priority list?
We got to stop their number 1 run is stretch. They're gonna try to attack the edges and run at that edge, outside runs, kind of thing like that. So I think for our room especially, just setting good edges. And just being aggressive with their tackles. I don't feel like they're that physical up front, so we got to be the more physical team. And I feel like that's the team that'll win. And that's been the case the last 3 weeks. The most physical team has won, and I feel like that's going to be the case on Saturday.
So talking about Northwestern, not to bring up any bad memories, but obviously there was, it was a rough game last year. And has that been talked about at all? Have the coaches brought it up? Have the players brought it up? Or is it just kind of in the past?
Yeah, it's in the past, but you can't help but. That they can't help be in the back of your mind that that happened, and it was one of our worst losses of the year last year. So that was pretty bad. So but it's definitely been addressed, and but we're not gonna be out there playing out of our bodies on Saturday. We're kind of just taking it personal this week in practice, how we prepare. So that's how the approach we're taking, just you want to take it personal, and hate them during the week. But when it comes Saturday, we got to be playing our best ball on Saturday.
How do you personally approach that? Like, are you like, I mean, like, regardless of like, you know, what you say to anybody else, like, are you like in the back of your mind, are you, does that loss still linger?
Not for me, no. I mean, I'm aware of it, and I want to beat them more than I do now because of what happened last year. But I'm not letting that get me out of my routine or anything like that, or kind of stick to what I do and just prepare like I have been the last few weeks for any other game.
Now, obviously, I know you guys don't care about numbers or stats or anything, but, you know, sack numbers haven't been there probably as much as you guys want. You know,
Yeah.
has it been? Do you guys feel like you're struggling rushing the passer, or like has there been like a point of emphasis?
I mean, sacks are good, but I mean, if you can pressure, I mean, that's just kind of making the quarterback throw away. I know we've had a lot of pressure, especially I've been this close about 4 or 5 times, so I'm probably a half a step away from having 4 or 5 myself. So I mean, try not to get too caught up in that, but definitely do want that number to grow, and it will. Just got to keep trusting the process, and when we get those opportunities, you got to finish them.
You guys, I mean, it feels like the entire team has improved a lot, you know, over the course of the year. But obviously, you know, you guys are never satisfied. What's like the next big thing for, you know, your room or yourself that you guys want to continue to get better at?
Just consistency, just in execution and playmaking. When we get the opportunity to make plays, we got to make them. Like you said, second the quarterback, we've had a ton of opportunities that we've been close. Our quarterback's thrown away. We've got to find ways to just get in there and just finish plays. And I feel like that it's going to happen. I'm not worried about it. We got a lot of season left, and definitely something we've been focusing on, just finishing and making plays. Making play mentality, some coaches have been stressing, and I've been stressing to myself as well. So just making plays, and when they come, being able to take advantage of the opportunity.
And also, like last year, I mean, last time we'll bring up last year's game, but, you know, like the start of it was pretty rough. You know, like it seems like, you know, you guys didn't have the energy that you want coming out of it. And you guys have been a lot better about that this year. You know what I mean? Like, even, you know, you guys mostly had pretty good starts. What have you guys done anything differently, or have you guys done anything better to kind of like improve at the start of the game? Is it a different mindset?
I mean, we understand that was something we struggled with last year. So before the season, that was emphasis. Starting games well, starting practice well, and I feel like it's just translated.
Mm-hmm. When you say emphasis, is it like, you know, like what else is there to that? Is it like emphasizing this, like maybe change the routine at all? Like,
no, not changing the routine, just emphasizing that we were terrible to start the game. I don't know how many of our games, but more than not, people scored on us on the first drive of the game, which obviously isn't a recipe for you know, winning games, stuff like that. So we want to just be able to start the game with some confidence and build some energy, because I feel like the offense especially, and we feed off each other, and the offense feeds off us. Even if they do get the ball first, you know, we got out there, get a 3 and out. Offense is more eager to go score and different things like that. So just being able, that was the emphasis, that we had to just be better to start the game and just build that confidence early and just run with it.
Thank you so much, Darryl.